Warchief, and today I'm going to show you how I use Maschine inside of Bitwig Studio, and hopefully you learned something from this, and maybe you already know how to use Maschine inside your doll, but this is how my workflow is. So yeah, let's get right into it. So like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want to, and then hit that bell to get updated on new videos. Alright, let's get right into it. Here we go. You can see I have a track right here. There's Maschine on it. Use it as a VST. Let's open this up. I already have a drum kit and everything. I will fix this right here. So I have this little kit I found in the expansion selection. I'll play it for you. Alright, it's crazy. Nothing I would really make. Okay, so first thing is tip right here. If you don't know how to program drums, this is the best way to, I guess, not program drums, but program drums or learn how to program drums. Say you want this MIDI, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to pick out the drums you want to keep. So let's say we want everything from the cowbell to the snare. So we are going to delete everything else. We're going to highlight it all, delete. We have nothing there. So this is our MIDI right here. And let's listen to it. I think it's a pretty good drum pattern. It just sounds cool. It's pretty dope. Then I have a drum kit right here. I have a couple drums on in the drum machine right here. And to do just the MIDI instead of channels, because it automatically drags over channels, you want to hit where your kit is at. See A1 right there? Right click, go to group, MIDI batch setup, and then go to sounds to MIDI notes, not sounds to MIDI channel. The MIDI notes will put it in one MIDI strip instead of 6 different channels. You know what I mean? I'll do the MIDI first, and then I'll do the channel second. So this is the MIDI. Drag it over, drop it. It is perfectly in there. You can see that. It is nice. But look how it has the kick perfectly lined up in the snare. And we'll give this one a listen. Different drums. I put this MIDI in a drum machine in Bitwig, and I changed the drums, and it's unique. It's yours. It's a drum pattern. You didn't program it, but you figured out a way. That's a little tip trick I use. Another one is, I'll show you the channel way. Right click this, go to MIDI channel, and then drag in all the channels, and it's really annoying. So you drag these in, and you drop them, and it's going to have 6 channels, and I hate it. I hate how it does it. It dragged, yep, there it is. It's all grouped. It has the kick, snare, hi-hat, everything in a separate channel instead of one MIDI. So, but this is my workflow. You can do it like that if you want. If you don't want to, that's cool too. So anyways, let's go back to MIDI notes. So the next thing is, I will like pick a random sound sometimes or instrument, and I'll be like, I use the chords and scales mode, and it's really easy. You just, on the MK3 Micro, you hit keyboard, and then you can see all the features and functions on the controller. You cannot do this in the DAW though, or if you can, I have not figured it out yet. I have not figured out how to actually pick your scales and your key in the DAW. The only way I know how to do this is with the hardware. So that's a really crappy thing, because what if I don't have my machine with me? I can't pick a C sharp minor or C sharp major, and I have no way to play it. But with the DAW, it is in F. We'll put it to F2, octave F, octave 2, and I will play something with it in an Arabic scale. Or I will play something in a Japanese scale. It's just a bunch of scales, opens up opportunities, and it gets you away from that writer's blocks, because you can mess with this and you can be like, oh, that sounds good. I'm going to save it, work on it later. And I really like the groove to that. And it also has a chord mode where you can play chords. Has a chord set mode where you can play sevenths, fifths, thirds. It is awesome. This is very powerful with your DAW. This is how I not deal with writer's block, actually, because I just use Maschine and I get so many ideas out of it. That's another thing I use. What's another thing? Oh, well, sometimes I'll put in a sample. It's awesome because say you want I don't know, a bass. You can put it in Maschine, just transfer it right over, and then you can play it. And then you can cut it up. Sometimes I cut it up. I'll just play with the sample and I will just chop the samples up. I'll mess with it, like sound design session pretty much inside Maschine. I like sound designing more in Maschine than Bitwig, kind of. It's kind of like a two-part thing. First, I'll throw it in Maschine, mess with it a little bit, then I will export it into my DAW, and then I will go from there, because you can see how we have it right here. You can go back into the pad mode, and you can actually import the sample right on the fly, and it is pretty cool. So you see how we got that sample right there? We will just hit this. It's exporting the track, and it's just one sample now. It doesn't have to go over and over, and you have that sample in there. That is how I do a lot of my sound design if I want to get some, or get impacts or risers, stuff like that. It's really cool, and yeah, that's pretty much all I use Maschine for, is ideas, and I like playing my stuff out in the DAW and drag it over before. I don't really like clicking in my notes. That's me. That's a me thing. It's I just don't like doing it like that. But anyways, that's pretty much all I do. And then I'll do chopping. I'll like put a sample in, then chop. I already talked about that though. That's the same thing as the sound design thing. But Maschine is powerful in DAWs. Maschine is powerful by itself, honestly. And it is something else, brother. It is something else, I'll tell you what. It is a monster. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something, or maybe you want to go out and try a Maschine out, or buy a Maschine. I have two of them. I have both the MK2 and MK3. I love the MK3. I mess with MK2 before bedtime. I just don't feel like moving it. I'm lazy. What can I say? But anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked the video, give me a like, subscribe maybe, and hit that bell. Ding. Alright, this was a pretty cool video, actually. I made a video back in talking about my Ableton Maschine workflow. It has not changed much, but it actually has, because I used to do all my drums in audio. Now I do all my drums in MIDI. It just saves time, and it helps, and I just like playing in my drums with Maschine and then exporting them into Bitwig. And like, you might think that might take too long. It actually doesn't, and it's fun, and then I get more ideas like that. It's pretty awesome, actually. But anyways, next video will be the drop on our making a track start to finish, and I can't wait for that one. I feel like the drop is sounding really good, and the name of the song is probably going to be Bandit, because that's what the vocal tag is, and that's probably going to be the name of it. But yeah, I don't want to waste too much more of your time. Have a great rest of the week. Enjoy your weekend, and I will catch you guys later. Yeah, peace.